Good evening, everyone. My name is Habib Akiki. I am the Director of Research and Market Education with Daman Markets. I have a bachelor's degree in banking and finance, a master's degree as well in financial management from SDA Bocconi in Milan, Italy. I'm a certified technical analyst from the International Federation of Technical Analysts. I hold the diploma, the CFTE 2 diploma, and I have 16 years of experience working and trading the international financial markets. And in tonight's webinar, we are going to discuss how the UAE is rewriting the future of online trading and the potential of it becoming the next Wall Street. In this webinar, we are going to discuss the UAE's emergence as an online trading hub. We are going to touch up on the growth across various sectors, such as the foreign exchange market, the CFDs, the crypto market, and of course, the stock market, the equities market. We are going to discuss as well the regulatory environment and how it is enabling trust and the UAE's future in the global market. Let's start with the UAE's vision and ambition. The UAE's ambition is to become a leading global financial hub. It's not just a vision anymore. It's a path already in motion. And this is evidently possible because UAE proved so far to be a pivotal economic and technological hub in the Middle East and Africa, supported by its advanced digital infrastructure. This journey is further anchored by long-term initiatives such as Abu Dhabi Vision 2030, the Dubai Industrial Strategy 2030, and the UAE National AI Strategy for the year 2031. The UAE's location is more than just a spot on the map. It's a true crossroads of the world. With its perfect time zone, it acts as a natural bridge connecting Asia's morning markets, Europe's midday traders, and America's closing bell. That means opportunities never sleep here. The UAE is always in sync with the global flow of business. With zero personal income tax and investor-friendly policies, the UAE has become a magnet for ambitious talent and global entrepreneurs. It's not just about keeping more of what you earn. It's about being in a place that welcomes ambition. And this is the UAE. It is not a coincidence that approximately 90% of the population comprises non-UAE nationals. 99% of the population in the UAE has access to and uses the internet. This near universal internet penetration and the rapid fintech adoption make the UAE's digital infrastructure one of the strongest in the world. And this is driving the growth of online trading and opening doors to new opportunities. The UAE isn't just participating in global markets, it's rising to lead them. Today, the UAE proudly hosts two major financial hubs. Dubai ranks 20th in the 20th worldwide, and Abu Dhabi ranked 37th. Nowhere else in the Middle East and Africa do we see two financial centers from the same nation in the global top 50. That alone speaks volumes about ambition and execution. These two markets are thriving. In 2024, the Dubai financial market surged more than 27%, reaching its highest levels in over a decade. The index is up more than 15% since the beginning of the year, and if we consider the last 12 months, the index is up 32%. Abu Dhabi's market also continues to expand, pushing the UAE's combined market capitalization close to the $1 trillion mark. That makes the UAE the second largest market in the region, only behind Saudi Arabia. But the real spark has been IPOs. Just last year, Dubai hosted one of the largest global tech IPOs. And here we are talking about Talabat. Talabat Holding raised 7.5 billion AED through its IPO. The listing drew significant demand from regional and from regional and international investors, standing out as the largest global technology IPO of the year. And listings like ADNOC Gas, Salik, and DEWA continues to capture global attention. ADNOC Gas has climbed more than 40% since its listing, and Salik has tripled in value since its debut. These success stories have caught the attention of global investors, and they are not just local names anymore. They're becoming internationally recognized players. That's why many now call the UAE the Wall Street of the Middle East. It's not hype. It's backed by infrastructure, ambition, and real results. And at Daman Markets, we're proud to offer direct access to these opportunities. UAE's leading stocks are right at your fingertips through our platform, allowing you to be part of this impressive growth story. Looking here at this chart, this is the chart of the DFMGI, the Dubai Financial Market Index. And look at this outstanding performance. This is the growth in 2023, continued to grow in 2024, and this is the year-to-date performance. If we are going to put this on our charts, and here I'm going to take you to the live chart. If we look here at this chart, look at the performance for the year 2023. For the year 2023, the index went up 24%. 24% in 1 year. So if you invested in the whole Dubai market, all the equities, all the stocks listed on the Dubai financial markets, you would have earned 24.3%. Now, looking at 2024 performance, the performance also was around 26, 27%. And if we take the last 12 months, here we are talking about a performance that exceeded 40%. And if we're taking today's prices, we are around 33%. If we look, for example, at Salik performance, let's go to Salik DFM. Look at this performance. This is where Salik started at $2.2, 2.2 dirhams. From 2.2 dirham, today we are trading around 6 dirhams. That's more than triple. So if we take the performance since its debut in September 2022, so we are talking around 3 years, to the highs, we exceeded 217%. So an investment of 2 dirhams is worth now 6 dirhams, more than 6 dirhams. Every year you double your money if you have invested in one of the leading UAE stocks. Now, look at this. Markets thrive when people believe in them. And the UAE is witnessing a surge of belief like never before. In 2024 alone, over 138,000 new investors opened account on Dubai financial markets, more than doubling from the year before. And you know what's striking? What's striking is that 85% of these were foreign investors, signaling massive international confidence in the UAE market. Over in Abu Dhabi, the investor base is even broader, with more than 1.16 million registered investors by the end of last year. These aren't just numbers. They represent an ecosystem that is expanding at breakneck speed. And these investors are active. Foreign participation accounts for around half the trading value on the FM and 40% on Abu Dhabi Exchange. And while institutions contribute to over 80% of the Abu Dhabi Exchange volumes, we are witnessing a fast rising wave of retail investors, especially from locals and expats who are eager to participate in this growth story. And it's not hard to see why. Take AMR, for example, the developer behind Dubai's most iconic landmarks. Its stock climbed 43% in just a few months, and we are talking here from April. Emirates NBD, the largest bank in Dubai, is up 28% year to date. Local companies are proving that the UAE market can deliver serious performance. This is why we at Daman Markets give our clients access not only to the global markets, but also to these exciting UAE listed names. Whether it's trading local giants like Amar, Emirates, and BD, or accessing newly listed potential unicorns, our platform connects you to the very heart of this boom. Now, gold. We discussed equities and stocks and the local market performance. Let's move on to gold. Now, let's discuss why gold is surging and why the UAE trades so much of it. Gold isn't just having a good year, it is rewriting the record books. Prices burst to fresh all-time highs in 2024 and is still climbing in 2025. Actually, the performance this year for gold exceeded 50%. So if you had invested in gold in the beginning of the year, you made 50% return in less than 1 year. And this was powered by the safe haven demand, expectations of US rate cuts, and the weaker dollar, of course. Add to that 3 straight years of over 1,000 tons of central bank buying, and you have the makings of a historic bull run. Now, on the liquidity side, gold trades like a top tier global asset. The global wholesale market alone averaged 45.3 million ounces per day in 2024, with weekly value peaks above $770 billion. Now we are talking about the stock market sized activity in a single commodity. So imagine the activity of a whole stock market only in one commodity, which is gold. For traders, that depth means tight spreads and round the clock opportunities. Now, why is the UAE a hotspot? Start with Dubai's role as a global gateway. The DMCC Dubai Multi Commodity Center ecosystem, logistics, and trade finance make it one of the world's largest bullion crossroads. Roughly 15% of global physical gold runs through Dubai. So 15% of all the world's physical gold trade runs through Dubai. And the UAE surpassed the UK to become the #2 gold trade hub worldwide. On the derivative side, Dubai Gold and Commodity Exchange DGCX crossed 1 million traded contracts in the first half of this year, with spot gold trading value up 200% versus H1 or the first half of 2024. And Abu Dhabi trading value is up 30% year over year, all presenting clear signs of surging participation. Now, policy matters. The UAE's zero personal income tax is a magnet for capital, and gold is VAT exempted in B2B transactions. So when businesses and institutions are trading gold or exchanging gold, they do not pay VAT in the UAE. Add to that Sharia compliant spot contracts at DGCX, Dubai Gold and Commodity Exchange, and you have local infrastructure tailored to regional demand. Now, while prices ripped higher, jewelry demand dipped as shoppers tried to adjust to the new pricing levels. Yet, trading volumes and investment flows kept building. Now, what does this tell us? This divergence tells you the financial gold market is doing the heavy lifting. Now, what does that mean for you? Who is interested in trading or investing in gold? Now, whoever is interested in investing in gold, please type 1 in the chat window. Let's see if the chat is working now. And whoever is not interested at all in trading the gold market, I need you to type 0, please. And let me check if the chat is enabled now. Manas, can you try to type anything in the chat window, see if the chat is enabled, or the Q&A window? It is still not working, unfortunately. The Q&A, okay, in the Q&A, it's working. So in the Q&A section, I can see some activity here. Yes, Muhammad, trading through Dubai's market could be through Daman as a broker. Trading, you mean the local market, the local stocks? Yes, we offer local stocks at Daman market. Hello, hello, anonymous attendee. Sir Muhammad, how are you? Long time. Happy to see you here. Okay, guys, so since the Q&A window is working, let me know who is interested in trading gold and who is not. Whoever is interested in trading gold, type 1. Whoever is not interested, type 0. Now, what I want to tell you is that the UAE isn't just a place where gold is sold. It's a place where gold is actively traded at global scale. And through demand markets, you can tap this momentum with spot gold and other gold related products, such as gold miners stocks in the US and other parts of the world, and benefit from institutional grade pricing and execution. You can trade gold from your screen and mobile instead of going to Dubai Gold Souk. And this is the beautiful chart of gold. Look at this masterpiece. 2023, okay, we went up, we broke the $2,000 an ounce. 2024 prices kept going up, ripping through 2,800. And look at the performance for this year, from 2,600 all the way to above $4,050 for the ounce. Massive, massive, massive performance for gold this year. And allow me to take you back to the real chart to play around a little bit with gold. This is the gold. Ay, ay, ay. So look, this is the performance of gold in 2023. Okay, you might think this is not a lot, but if you look at this chart, the performance for 2023 was not bad. The performance, 13%. You know, the average return for gold for the last 50 years is 8.5%. 8.5%. So instead of putting your money in the bank to earn 2 and 3% in interest, which is, of course, diluted by inflation, you can buy gold and earn around 8.5% average yearly return. But in recent years, gold is exceeding the average performance. In 2023, gold rose 13%. In 2024, gold went up and closed the year with massive 31% return. And this is what's happening this year. This year, massive, massive, explosive move in gold. Look here, 52.7%. So whoever invested 10,000 in gold in the beginning of the year is now sitting at 15,000, 50% return. And most of the traders are struggling to make 10%. Actually, they are losing their accounts. And here we are not talking about leverage, without any leverage. So you pay in cash, you pay the price of an ounce, you make 50% return. Don't tell me gold is not interesting. This is the story of gold, and this is the story of Dubai and how it is becoming the number 2 market in gold trading. Let's go back to our slides, and now let's jump to the foreign exchange market. FX is where global money meets global news. UAE has also emerged as a significant forex trading hub. Not only equities are performing well in the UAE, not only gold, but also the foreign exchange market. We are seeing a 9% rise in active traders despite global declines. Although the UAE, we can argue that is not the largest market, of course, it has only shown positive growth, while the UK, US, and Australia witnessed declines. Look here, look at these numbers. Traders' activity, active traders, decreased 24% in the US, decreased 25% in the UK. In France, decreased 12% and 19% in Germany and 11% in Spain. If you go to the Asian markets, Singapore, we are witnessing a drop of 9%. In Australia, 19% drop in active traders. And what happened in the UAE? Active traders rose by 9%. The FX market is the world's deepest and largest market, without any doubt. Nearly $10 trillion per day changed hands in April 2025. For traders, that scale means round-the-clock liquidity and consistently tight pricing. Retail leverage traders' population in UAE surpassed Singapore, Spain, and France in numbers. Now, why do you think so? There are a few reasons for that. First, the UAE runs on a stable AED to USD peg. So we are trading in a currency that is pegged and fixed to the US dollar. Not only that, the sweet spot for trading is the trading hours of the UAE. UAE timing catches Asia's close, Europe's midday, and the US open in one workday. That overlap helps strategies that rely on global session flows. So imagine you are using a strategy that, that works on market opening hours and market closing hours. Okay, so like the open range breakup. Okay, the opening range breakup, or ORB, and the closing range breakout as well. A lot of strategies are built around the opening few minutes of the session and the last few minutes before the session closes. Now, if you are applying such a strategy, you can benefit from the closing of the Tokyo market, the Asian market closing, and then you can benefit from the London Open. You can benefit from the US Open and then the London closing. And if you are a night person like myself and stay up until 12 midnight, you can also trade the US closing hours. Now, this doesn't happen if you are living in another nation. Not everywhere in the world you can trade all these markets, the opening and the closing of the three major markets in one single day. In the 12-hour span, you can trade the closing of the Tokyo market, the opening of the London market, the opening of the US, and the closing of London. So 4 opening and closing sessions in 12 hours. Now, beyond speculation, the UAE's trade corridors, tourism inflows, and remittances create constant FX demand. Gulf economies are among the largest sources of remittances globally. And here we are talking about structural flows that keep currency markets busy and spreads competitive. With demand markets, you get major FX pairs and market research tools delivered inside the UAE's regulatory framework. So you can participate in the world's most liquid market with confidence. Now, it's not only about FX, it's not only about stocks. Let's talk about diversification. At the Man Market, we don't only offer you access to stocks and forex. We give you the option to diversify your portfolio further. Through CFDs is how UAE traders plug into the world. CFDs is popular for trading global indices, commodities, and stocks with leverage from one account. And UAE traders are heavily engaged in CFD trading. In the first half of 2025, index trading led activity across CFDs. This pie chart here represents the percentage of trading activities across the trading activity across different assets. Look here, indices, 30% of the activities. What comes next? FX. After FX, crypto. And I have a whole section about crypto just coming up. And then commodities, mostly gold and oil. And then we have stocks and we have 5% in futures. But look at the CFD's activity in indices. Indices, I mean the Dow Jones, the S&P, the Nasdaq, the CAC 40. These are the indices, stock indices. Now, Dubai's gold and commodity exchange add serious depth. Here we are talking about gold futures, oil and energy contracts, and FX futures, all traded on a single Middle East venue, which is the Dubai Gold and Commodity Exchange. That gives local traders direct access to global macro themes. Gold is at record highs, oil is reacting to geopolitics, and currencies are moving with rates. You can benefit from all these markets and asset classes without leaving the UAE ecosystem. Now, also, Abu Dhabi's derivatives market is scaling. In 2024, transactions jumped 154%. Today, you can trade index futures and single stocks futures on flagship UAE names. So, if you want to trade the Dubai Financial Markets Index, similar to the Dow Jones Index, yes, you can. You want to trade you want to trade futures on some local stocks? Now you can. This is useful for hedging, tactical tilts, or capital efficient exposure alongside cash equities. Now, for those who prefer something to set and forget, ETFs is your choice. And ETF's choice on the Abu Dhabi Exchange has grown to 15 funds. So now, through the Abu Dhabi Exchange, you can trade 15 ETFs spanning local, regional, and international exposures. Trading these ETFs is straightforward, transparent, and easy to combine for a diversified portfolio. And now let's move to the crypto sphere. When it comes to the digital sphere, the UAE is building a home for crypto the same way it built its role in finance. Clear rules, open doors to innovation, and a strong focus on investor protection. That mix attracts both global platforms and everyday users. Dubai Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, known as VARA, launched in 2022. That gave crypto its own dedicated rulebook. Now, at the federal level, the Securities and Commodities Authority, known as ESCA, added virtual asset rules in 2023. Together, the ESCA and the VARA, they tell exchanges and traders exactly what's allowed and how to operate. Flows confirm the success story. The UAE received roughly $30 billion of crypto value in a single year. That was 2024. That's strong growth, about 40% year over year. And that places the country among the top markets worldwide. Flows didn't fade in 2025. They built on last year's surge. And from the investor length, the UAE was ranked top 5 worldwide as a crypto hub in this year, 2025. Another signal that capital and talent are still choosing the UAE market. Adoption stayed hot, participation broadened, and the UAE's role in the global crypto map strengthened. You can see the confidence in who's showing up. Major exchanges choose to go the licensed route here. We have Binance, OKX, Crypto.com, BitOasis, and other major exchanges. They are choosing the UAE because the path is clear and scalable. Now, activity is broad-based. Smaller, everyday transactions are way up, and so are institutional transfers. In short, both individual traders and bigger players are leaning in towards the UAE. Now, let's look under the hood. What made all this possible? The rails, rule books, and safeguards. This is what make the UAE's crypto engine run. Dubai's crypto regulator publishes a public register of licensed providers and what each one is allowed to do. So when you are dealing with a licensed company or a company in the UAE, it is very easy to check what is this company licensed for? Is it licensed? And what it is licensed for. That transparency helps customers, banks, and partners instantly see who's playing by the rules. Abu Dhabi Global Market ADGM rolled out a comprehensive crypto framework back in 2018, and DIFC, Dubai International Financial Center, followed during 2022. Early, well defined rules gave institutions a familiar path for custody, exchanges, and token offerings. Now, if you ask me, I would say trust matters. In 2024, the UAE was removed from the FATF grey list, which makes global banks and counterparties more comfortable with flows into and out of the country. The central bank also licenses digital wallets and payment providers, which are the pipes that move dirhams. A 2024 rule also clarifies how payment tokens, which are stablecoins, are issued and used. That's the backbone for smooth deposits, withdrawals, and settlements. This isn't just about exchanges. The Dubai Multi-Commodity Center, DMCC, Crypto Center, now counts 700 plus companies. More than 700 companies are registered in the DMCC Crypto Center, showing real depth behind the trading front end. Looking ahead, the digital dirham and the mBridge cross-border platform reach the MVP stage. That's about faster, cleaner transfers, and simpler compliance checks across borders. Now, all these layers, clear rules, transparent licensing, strong payment trails, and growing builder base are why the UAE looks like crypto's next Wall Street. And they're the reason the Daman markets can offer access in a way that is professional, simple, and compliant. Now, talking about licensing, behind the headlines of growth and global interest in is a simple truth. Transparent rules, disciplined governance, and strong regulator. Here we are talking about the ESCA, the Security and Commodity Authority, is the referee of the UAE's capital markets. Its job is simple to describe, but hard to do. ESCA job is to keep the market fair, transparent, and safe, so you can focus on trading, not worrying. Financial institutions and brokers in the UAE must obtain an ESCA license, such as trading broker or trading and clearing broker license. Only institutions that pass strict capital, transparency, and investor protection standards get licensed. Weak players don't get in. This isn't paperwork. It's a gate that filters out weak operators before they ever touch your money. Second, client asset protection. ESCA rules require that client funds are kept separate from a broker's own money, and independent audits checks for best execution practices and record keeping. In plain English, your money is ring fence. Execution must be fair, and there's a paper trail if anything needs to be checked. These rules are what foster confidence among retail traders. Why do you want to work with a licensed company? Because the authority that is providing the license is obliging, is forcing this entity to play by the rules. That's not all. ESCA actively regulates financial advertising. All promotions in the UAE must be approved. And in May 2025, ESCA launched the region's first Finfluencer license. So all these influencers that talk about finance If they want to talk inside the UAE market, they must obtain the influencer license from the ESCA. If you're giving financial recommendations or promoting trading platforms, you must be authorized and you must follow disclosure rules. So no hype get rich quick claims anymore. And sources and risks must be clear. So more straight talk and less misleading promises. ESCA doesn't just write rules, it enforces them, issuing public warnings against unlicensed platforms and companies so investors can steer clear. There are also formal complaints and appeal channels for disputes. So if you are working with a licensed entity, licensed broker, licensed exchange by the UAE, and you have a dispute, you can go and file a complaint in ESCA. The UAE's market isn't a Wild West. It's a regulated marketplace, and the Daman Markets operates inside that framework. License, segregated accounts, clear disclosures, and compliant communications. And that's the foundation of trust that allows beginners to start, confidently, of course, and allows experienced traders to scale. ESCA is not the only player. We saw how the ESCA keeps the stock market fair and safe. Now, zoom out with me. The UAE doesn't rely on one referee. It brings in a full team of specialists so money can move safely, platforms are well run, and new tech gets tested before it reaches you. Let's start with the central bank of the UAE, the payment guard. When you fund your account or cash out money from your account, you're moving through firms licensed by the central bank. Think of them as the guardians of the payment pipes, digital wallets, gateways, and processes. That's why paying and withdrawing dirhams feels smooth and secure. We also have Dubai's Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, the VARA. The purpose is built for crypto. Now, Dubai created a dedicated crypto regulator to set clear rules for exchanges and custodians. It's not built on old rules. It's tailored framework. The result, better disclosures, proper safeguarding, and real accountability for platforms that touches your money. Now let's jump to the early movers. ADGM, Abu Dhabi Global Markets, and Dubai International Financial Centers. Inside the free zones, you've got independent regulators who were early to write crypto frameworks. Abu Dhabi first, and then Dubai's Financial Center. That gave serious institutional grade platforms a clear path to operate and gave investors clarity on what's allowed and what's not. UAE represents trust that travels. The UAE lines up with international rulebooks, things like anti-money laundering standards and strong identity checks. In plain terms, platforms must know who they're dealing with and how the money moves. That protects the system and protects you. Even innovation happens with guardrails. New ideas don't get thrown into the deep end. In Abu Dhabi and Dubai, fintechs, financial technology companies, can test under supervision with limits and reporting. If the idea works and passes the checks, it scales. If it doesn't pass the checks, it's fixed or stopped completely before it reaches your wallet. Now, all these pieces together work. So funding, trading, and moving assets in the UAE feels professional and predictable. Now, where the Daman Markets comes in. The Daman Market is a rooted UAE broker. We are licensed by UAE's ESCA, and we are specialized in CFD trading. CFD trading on various asset classes, FX, stocks, stock indices, commodities, and cryptocurrencies. And we are backed by over 2 decades of financial industry experience. We provide our traders with the best technology, top tier liquidity, unmatched customer support, and the best tools and insights to help you navigate the complex financial markets. So if you want a legit broker to trade with, you know where to find us. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. And now it's time for your questions. I think we still have around 12 minutes. I'm going to keep this section open for your questions. So whatever questions you have, any topic you want us to discuss, please feel free. Now, if you are still looking to type in the chat, I don't think it's working yet, but you can use the Q&A box to write all your questions. Thank you, Amin. Ramavat, Vivek, we appreciate your trust. Thank you very much. Any questions, guys? Let me know. Yes, the presentation is recorded and soon it will be posted on our website. It's a matter of days and we will post this presentation again on our website so you can watch it at your convenience. Now, who doesn't love the UAE? Ramavat won. Oh, you won the demo competition. $5,000 to trade with. I hope you make a lot of money from this $5,000. Ahmad, thank you for joining us in this webinar. Yes, a lot is being prepared. A lot of being prepared. I'm going to be with you again soon with another webinar where we're going to cover a different topic. So please let me know which topics interest you so we can prepare and deliver the topic for you in our next webinar. Our next webinar is not scheduled yet. For the Arabic speakers, next week we are going to host a webinar in Arabic about gold. It will be advertised and posted, so you get the chance, if you speak Arabic and want to attend this webinar, it will be advertised soon. You can find it on our social media and on our website. And for the next English webinar, I'm still waiting for the topic. So any recommendations, any feedback, please let me know. Type for me in the questions window so I can prepare something nice for you. Can you buy gold and keep in wallet and keep in valet? Do you mean in the safe? Can you buy physical gold and keep in the safe? Of course you can. Why not? It's a good strategy actually, but you can also trade it virtually. It's easier and costs you less. It costs you less money. Interested in forex and crypto? Well noted, Mr. Vivek. Forex and crypto. We'll host in English for sure. Manas, yes. STP. STP. Straight through processing. No market making at the Daman markets. You guys, an amazing first webinar with you. And I'm already looking forward for our next webinar. Meanwhile, to know more about Daman markets, you can visit our website, damanmarkets.com, where you can have access to all the information needed. You can check our license and our offerings as well. You can open a demo account and see our pricings, our execution, test on a demo account, and learn before you start investing your money, your hard-earned money. We are preparing a lot for you. A lot is coming. And I'm looking forward and excited for what's coming, to be honest. From the academy to the webinars, seminars, We will be meeting again and again and again, and this makes me very happy. Oh, the chat is working now. The chat is working, guys. Hola. All right. Interested in gold and cryptocurrencies. Excited for upcoming webinars. Okay, I think I'm going to plan our next webinar to cover gold and FX. Or how about I tell you something? Why don't we do a webinar where we go over all the different markets, stocks, stock indices, commodities, cryptos, FX, and I'll tell you a little bit about each market, the advantages, disadvantages, historic returns, and how you can participate. What do you think? Excellent. So that will be our topic for next time. An introduction to the financial markets. We'll discuss FX, stocks, stock indices, commodities, cryptos, everything. And then we will start again. We will do another one on fundamental analysis and how to trade the news. We will do a little bit about technical analysis. What do you think? All right, excellent. I can't wait for our next webinar. We will be announcing it on our social media and on our website. Uh, Share link to open a demo account. Uh, it's very easy to open a demo account. Just visit our website, damanmarkets.com, sign up, and create a demo account. No need for the link. This is the link, damanmarkets.com. Guys, thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this webinar about the UAE, the nation that we all love. Um, and again, to know more about Daman Markets and to open demo accounts, please visit our website, damanmarkets.com. And I'm looking forward to see you very, very, very soon. Until then, take care and trade safely. Risk management is the key. Okay? Do not risk more than 2% on any trade. Remember, this is the golden rule. Strategy makes you profits and risk management helps you keep it. Without risk management, your destiny is known. Welcome, Anna. All right, guys. I wish you a good evening and a great new week ahead. Thank you very much and see you soon.